Gentlemen, welcome back to the shop. Just the tip mind and only till the swelling goes down. I'm going to talk about these here carbide blades. The most important tool you can carry with you, beyond the obvious, is a pen. If and you got room, second most important is a shop knife. Box cutter, they also call these. Seeing how shop knives are so ubiquitous, get you out of a pickle, dilly and otherwise, I figured here around a year ago, well, no, the year previous to a year ago, I figured I'd try out these carbide blades, see if they were any fucking good at all, or at least worth the additional cost. And I come to the conclusion that they are not worth the additional cost. Here's why. It has everything to do with, surprise, surprise, how these tools are actually used. This is not a John Grismo beautiful showpiece. This is not a chef's knife. This is not a bespoke paring knife. This is a shop hacker. And the carbide is very, very hard, so you would think it would maintain an edge. But the failure mode of this is not that they lose their edge. It's that they get so chipped as to be completely useless. Now, initially my thinking was that the carbide would be good, one, because it's very hard, but also the fact that they need to grind carbide with diamond. That means that very small, you'll notice this. If you buy high-speed steel tools, you can buy them from the usual scumbags all the way from Mal's Dollarama, the Big Rock Candy Mountain. The high-speed steel will be complete and utter shite. And the carbide, beautiful specimens. Why is that? The secret is in the grinding. With hardened carbon steel knife blades, they can use any old rock. But with carbide, they too far, focus you, thank you. But with carbide, they need to use diamond. Now, the failure mode of this, what these are allegedly is you have carbide particles that are laser centered onto the blade. But it's not the carbide what fails, it's the substrate what fails. Because the way you use these is not just for cutting boxes. It's for hacking shit up. It's for throwing around. And you end up chipping the blade. So the carbide doesn't help you in that case. I went out and I bought a bunch of different blades. I know. I bought them. Okay? Because I wanted to see what was best. So I could report the back. Here we go. This is the Milwaukee. Meh. Kind of expensive. Not a great grind on them. And it's got this weird Prussian blue kind of steel bluing on it. Doesn't do a fucking lick of good. Nothing. There's the grinding on that. Not that great. But the failure mode is the blade chips. The failure mode is not that it wears out. It's that it chips. Consequently, that's why I really like these. Because, as opposed to the little ones that are reversible, because you got to diddle around with this to get it reversed to get a new edge. These guys, you just line it up like so. Give her the old safety squint and a firm thump. New edge. Oh, perfectly incised new edge. The olfa, excellent. Beautiful grind on them. These are the heavy duty. I think they just make a different surface finish. Again, doesn't do a lick of fucking good because the failure mode is this chunking off here. So that's the olfa. Pretty nice there. Kind of expensive. They're all roughly the same brand. Here's my favorite. Super cheap comparatively. And this is why it's not a good grind. Kind of pug fugly. You look at that. Well, even. Oh, that was just schmoo. So, not the greatest grind. But Stanley. And here's why I like them. Look at that. What can you buy even made in England anymore? Sheffield, to be sure. I mean, come on. Your fellow microsurfs will recognize that occasionally, depending on what kind of industry you work in heavy industry, these are free from the getting spot. If and they have inventory, the discount's unbelievable. You got to be cautious of that, though. Don't be an asshole and fucking hoard the bastards, because when you need a blade and you go to the cage and the guy goes, I don't know, we had a skid of them yesterday and they're all gone. Now you got to go to fucking Johnny, you know, the guy. He doesn't even have a toolbox. He keeps his tools in a Sobeys bag and he's got a raft of blades this big around, just waiting for the day he retires and gonna put these, I don't know what the fuck he's gonna do with them all. You know the guy. Don't be that fucking guy. Please. Just my 2 cents. So thanks for watching. Remember, kids, Santa Claus is watching.